Hi everybody, I'm Paula K Bronte, your Master Rapid Eye Technician. Welcome back to Tuesdays with Paula. Do you consider yourself an empath? Well, it's a big word these days, and it's being thrown around quite a bit. And I'd like to begin by saying that there is a difference between being an empath and being an intuitive. Very big difference. Empaths usually come from some kind of a background of dysfunction. People that are empathic have often been abused as a child, and they have not been developed internally with their sense of self, their sense of individuality. And they learned very early in life, just take a minute, see if this is you or somebody you know, you learned very early in life that being super perceptive and tuning into what everybody around you was feeling would give you the power to make them happy, to do what pleased them. And if you could please people, then you would be praised and you would feel safe and you would feel loved and life would be good. So empaths are usually raised in some kind of an abusive situation where they are taught that their survival depends on people pleasing. And in order to people please, we have to become very perceptive and be able to know and understand and feel what other people are feeling and thinking. And so that develops as time goes on. And what happens is that the empathic person does not just have a wonderful sense of empathy and that they can understand other people's feelings and be a good listener. But what actually happens is that that person abandons themselves. There has been an abandonment of self-identity. And what they do instead is take in other people's feelings. And they begin to have a very difficult time separating who they are and what they feel from other people's feelings. And a lot of confusion arises and extreme anxiety and depression. Day after day, my office is filled with people who have anxiety and depression because they're unable to anchor and ground into their own sense. They do not have a sense of self-identity. They don't know where their energy begins and their feelings begin and somebody else's. And they've been taught and they've learned through experience that by being empathic, by being able to do this with other people, feel them and worry about them and take on their problems, that they're valued. People want them around, right? Because they actually end up getting used quite a bit. But in that usury, they feel valued. They feel important. They feel like that's their role. And ultimately, what it's doing is really creating a very difficult existence for you if you're an empath. So the word empath is, it's kind of been glorified. But if you're a true empath, you know there is nothing glorious about it. That it really creates a life that is not comfortable for you. And so in my rapid eye practice, I help empaths to change that, to learn how that high sensitivity can be turned around to create a tremendous amount of self-worth and wisdom and an understanding, an actual energetic, biological, physical understanding and experience of themselves, where their energy becomes anchored and ingrained in them, and they have a clear energetic boundary and understanding of what's theirs and what's somebody else's. And the idea is to really learn how to manage this and to relearn who you are in the world. And it is possible, and it can happen, and I see it happen every day. And so if you've got this high level of anxiety, and your life is consumed with everybody else's stuff, if you have trouble being in public because of other people's energies, if you have trouble being in healthy relationships because it's all about them and you feel lost, then what we want to do is help you learn how to manage that in a way that creates power for you. I read a statement the other day, I believe it was by Abraham Hicks, one of my favorite teachers, that being an empath is not about not taking on other people's stuff. It's about being in your own energy. So that's what I do here in this office. I help you learn how to be in your own energy. And life changes. You get to know who you are. Okay, empaths, I truly hope that was helpful. Bye.